Hey everyone, Greg here. Hope you all are doing well. This is the first video in my Ableton Tips and Tricks video series. Today I'm going to talk about the first thing you should be doing before you even start writing music in Ableton, and that is configuring audio parameters. And the reason we do this is to avoid mistakes later on and to get the highest possible audio quality we can. The first window you see open on my screen is the Focusrite Sapphire mix control software. This is in a lot of other interfaces, and what this allows me to do is just route the audio wherever I need to go. It's essentially just a second step. And what we're going to do first is set the sample rate inside the Focusrite mix control. I'm going to set it to 96 kilohertz. It's the highest resolution my interface supports, and it's the resolution I generally prefer to work at. So we're going to set it to 96 kilohertz. Then what we're going to do is go to the audio MIDI setup. Let me show you the audio window. You'll notice my Sapphire is recognized by my computer via FireWire. What you want to make sure of is that your input and output is set to the same sample rate as your mix control or inside your workstation, which I'm going to get to in a few seconds. Once this is all set up, we can close these windows and go into Ableton. I'm going to go to Live's Preferences. The first thing I'm going to go to is the Record Warp Launch tab. You can select WAV or AIFF as your file type. It does not matter because both of them are uncompressed file types and they're going to give you the full resolution of your audio. Next, what you want to do is select the bit depth. I recommend 24-bit. The reason is because 16-bit is CD quality. 24-bit will give you a recognizable difference to your ears, but if you go to 24 and then go to 32-bit, the human ear cannot discern between 24 and 32-bit. So I would recommend you guys record at 24-bit. Next, what we do is go to the MIDI sync tab. You'll notice here that I have all my control surfaces set up, my APC40, Novation Impulse 61 keyboard, and Touchable, which is an application to control Ableton from my iPad. Once this is all configured, I go to my audio tab and I look for my audio input and output configuration. In my case, I'm going to route the input through the Sapphire and output through the Sapphire. Then what we do is move down to sample rate. In this case, what I will do is set it to 96 kilohertz again. The last thing we want to do is set latency configuration. To the new guys, what this is the time it takes for audio to go, for example, from a microphone to your interface, into your laptop, back out to your box, and out to your speakers or headphones. In my case, I have a buffer size of 512 samples. I've tried 256, and on my system, it's actually too much. The lower your buffer size, your latency will be reduced. However, it puts a greater load on your CPU. If you guys are working with larger projects, that's really not going to be good, and it's processing power that could be reallocated elsewhere. So in my case, 512 samples works. You can work with your computer to see what is the most optimal for your configuration. And once you have all of that set up, we can close the preferences pane, and you are all ready to record and begin working in Ableton. So that concludes today's tutorial. Again, my name is Greg, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.